Hello, everyone. I would like to share two short stories today. The first one is The Gods Look After Good People. Jiazuo Yuan was a judicial official who lived during the time of Tang Xuanzong. Jiazuo did everything precisely and strictly followed imperial rules. He was not even afraid to offend the emperor, even though sometimes his life was threatened. He insisted on always doing the right thing, despite the consequences. He was later appointed governor of Yan State, and he was well known for his just and fair governance. When Chen Yi and Xiao Zhizhong were appointed prime ministers, Jiazuo was only appointed governor of Kai State. Jiazuo was not happy. He knew that he was more capable than they were and deserved higher position because of his great achievements for the country. But the two prime ministers cursed him. "Don't be stupid, go away." Jiazuo felt wronged, and he became very depressed. One day, he brought his horse to a well to water it. He noticed a man sitting on the side of the well with his back towards Jiazuo. The man was washing his hands and seemed to be intentionally splashing water at his horse. Jiazuo's horse was frightened and reared up several times. Jiazuo shouted angrily, "Stop! Why are you scaring my horse?" The man looked at Jiazuo and said, "You will soon be sent to Yeme as an ambassador, but may not survive the trip. Why are you angry with me?" Jiazuo was shocked and confused when he heard this, because he didn't know what man was talking about. Sure enough, the next day, Jiazuo was called in by the two prime ministers. They welcomed him cordially and said, "We all know of your great achievements. As a reward, we will appoint you Lord Chancellor. Your first assignment is to go to Yanme as an ambassador." Jiazuo tried to refuse by saying that he was not capable. But the two prime ministers hastily drafted a formal document and gave it to him. Frightened, Jiazuo returned to the well. The stranded man was still sitting there. The man said, "I knew that prime ministers planned to get rid of you by sending you so far away." Jiazuo got off his horse and politely bowed to him. The man said, "Don't worry, just try to delay your journey. The two prime minister heads are under the blade. How can they be angry with you?" As soon as he said this, the man disappeared. The following day, the conspiracy to depose Tang Xuanzong failed. Princess Taiping and two prime ministers Xiao Zhizhong and San Yi had formulated a plot. As a result, the two prime ministers were killed. Yeme was an isolated country several thousand miles to the west of Daqing, and it never had any relations with other countries. So there was no reason for Jiazuo to go there. Ancient people believed that the gods always look after good people. When they heard Jiazuo's story, many people felt that stranded man must have been sent by gods to save his life. The second story is Open a Granary and Save the People. During the Eastern Han Dynasty, there was a man named Zhengmo. He lost his parents when he was very young and became an orphan. In order to make a living, he worked in the fields every day to support his brother's family. He loved reading from a young age, often spending his free times alone reading. As he grew older, he was recommended as a filial and honest official, meaning a person with high moral characters. He later became the magistrate of Xindu County. After he took the office, he handled things fairly and honestly, and behaved with integrity and selflessness. In just 3 years, people from surrounding counties moved to the county under his jurisdiction, and the county's population increased tenfold. A few years later, Zhengmu was promoted to the governor of Zhengyi. Soon after taking office, a severe famine occurred. The weather was dry and rainless for a long time, and all the wild vegetables and fruits were picked. Zhongmo then ordered opening of the granaries to distribute grain, using 300,000 kilograms of government-held grain to help the people. Some officials, fearing imperial censure, argued with him, insisting they must await imperial approval. Zhongmo declared, "To wait for orders is to abandon the people. As a governor, I am willing to sacrifice myself to save the people." Thus, he opened the granaries and distributed grain to save the people. Later, Emperor Shunhuan learned of this and commanded him, issuing an imperial edict to honor his actions. His benevolence preserved the lives of all people in the commandery. Within a year, the seed and the sap vanished from the entire county. People praise that this is the power of profound virtue to move others. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.